Speaker recognizes Representative Lane.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise today to speak to things that are important to my value, and I don't talk a lot, so this is one of those times. Just a few short months ago, I stood up here right before Memorial Day. It was on the eve of Memorial Day weekend, if you recall, and we had the same discussion on another piece of legislation, and it talked about giving the voters the right to be able to vote. I spoke then, saying on the eve of Memorial Day weekend, when our men and women fight for our very right, the one thing they continue to fight for is our freedom to vote. And what disservice that would mean. That being said, the vote was taken, and of course the vote was to not allow the voters to vote. I can only be thankful that the governor vetoed that, and I'd like to think that he felt it was because it was a disservice to voters. Here we are, fast forward, back in the same boat again. Again, taking away the right of the voters, regardless of what side of the issue you're on. There is a process, and we want the voters to be able to, and no matter how you want to reckon with your conscience, and no matter how you're going to vote with this, you better realize one thing: when you look at a veteran, or you praise that veteran, or active military personnel, you better tell them that their work isn't relevant. Because the very thing they fight for is the very God-given right to allow this to be a vote on whatever the issue is. So I want to remind you that same situation. I can only hope if it passes again, the governor will once again see this is a disservice to the voters. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Lane.
Mr. Speaker, on the question of passage of the initiative petition, there are 65 aye votes and 43 nay votes.
A majority of the members elected and serving having voted therefore, the initiative petition is passed.